Hello, welcome, 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 Sabre fans. Shakopee Peewee taking on Minnetonka White here at home, Rink 1, Shakopee Ice Arena. Getting started a couple minutes early here. Refs eager to get on the ice. Looks like we have a mentor situation. So we got three officials on the ice tonight. Two with stripes, one wearing a black shirt. The black shirt is the mentor for a young, fresh ref, teaching him the ropes. All right, while we're sitting here watching warm-ups, I'd like to take a moment to call out Legally Blonde the Musical coming to Shakopee High School in 2 weekends, I believe. We got some siblings of players on the team that are part of the Legally Blonde the Musical performance over at Shakopee High School. So if you want to buy tickets, go to the Shakopee High School website, I believe. Purchase some Legally Blonde, the musical tickets, and support the siblings of your favorite Shakopee Hockey Peewee player. All right, 1:20 left in the warm-up clock. Let's take a look at Minnetonka over here. This is the Minnetonka White team. They have 3 Peewee teams. This one's called the White. They are wearing blue today. It's like 1 goaltender, 14 skaters on the Minnetonka White team. So a pretty deep bench. All right, clock is down. They're collecting the pucks, getting ready to start the game. 13 minutes on the clock for the start of the game. Pucks are collected. Teams are slapping away. And there they've done the chant. Who's supposed to be the scorekeeper? We're missing a scorekeeper in there. Score is supposed to be Lenkeek. Lenkeek. I don't see him. All right, we are underway. All right, in offsides, whistle blown, 10 seconds in. All right, sorry. Trying to do too many things all at once. Minnetonka retains it, keeps it deep. Shot over the head of Brody Johnson, wearing the black pads, in net, starting the game. And Shakopee able to clear it out of the zone. Minnetonka retains that. They swing it to the near boards. They walk in. They have a 2-on-1. And shot well wide as Brody watches it go past. Kept in the zone and now sent out past. Sabres look to go the other direction. Picked up by, that's Culver. He's got Bravo to his left and Erdahl out front. Erdahl now goes over to the corners to get his stick on there. Slows up the puck. Steals it away. Sends it back deep behind Minnetonka's net. Minnetonka running along the boards. Has pressure from both Erdahl and Bravo. Erdahl able to reverse it and get it back down deep. Bravo goes hunting for Minnetonka skippers and held into the zone. That's Lewis able to hold the zone. It's in the feet of Minnetonka's player. Now dumped deep by Culver, and we're changing out the rest of the line. So a full line change here for Shakopee as they are able to hold the zone. Johnson, Oliver, sends it back down deep behind the net instead of on net. And Chesbo gets a stick on it. Lewis looked to send it out, and now bouncing puck up and over the stick of Johnson. Kuiper looked to send it in. Only got partial power on there and walked in. Shot well over the net of the Sabres. And now held at the line once again. Minnetonka putting a lot of pressure on Johnson with a big save. Kicked the leg out. And there was a shot towards the net sent wide. Esch felt that on his leg, and Minnetonka retains. Chesbo gets a stick on there, breaks up the play, and Johnson looked to feed it along the far boards and out, but instead Minnetonka dumps it deep, and they're going for a partial change. Picked up Kuiper, able to get it up and past the blue line, and now Chesbo tries to headman pass that up to Johnson, but can't connect. Now Johnson picks it up. He's got Esch and Chesbo trailing him. Johnson bats it ahead, down deep, and goes to work. Johnson looks to center, right into the feet of the goaltender, and it's just sitting there in the paint, and now Minnetonka able to clear it out. Lewis, back at the blue line, sends one towards the net. Lewis still able to maintain possession and keep it deep. Esch sends it back out towards Lewis. Lewis taps it ahead. Has pressure from Minnetonka, loses an edge, and now Minnetonka races out. Tapped ahead by Johnson, stolen away, and Kuiper loses his edge. In all alone, and shot and goal. Kuiper had good back checking, just got tangled up, and then that was a short little breakaway, and they stuffed it up top shelf over Brody's shoulder. So early lead for Minnetonka. Time of that goal, 9:48 in the first period. Oh, fix that. That was Minnetonka scoring. I'm used to Shakopee scoring. We'll update that scoreboard. There we go. Icing by Minnetonka. No, waved off. Not sure why that was waved off, but got a mentor situation, so someone must have thought that they were close enough to touch. Here's Erdahl feeding it up towards the direction of Lewis. Erdahl now picks it up, and Giesecke gets muscled down. Erdahl able to hold it deep and sends it down. Giesecke trying to get back up on his feet. And out to the line, and Minnetonka is able to successfully get it out of the zone. But we have Erdahl battling all the way along. He just backhands it shallow into the zone. Minnetonka quickly gets it back out, and they're coming in the other direction. Shot on that great glove, flash of the leather, and holds on for a save. 8:50 the time of that shot. That was Johnson at the faceoff dot. Won by Minnetonka. Shot and in. It looks like Kuiper maybe deflected it as Johnson was down. And so Minnetonka quickly opens up a 2-0 lead. Keeping the same 5 out there for the Sabres. Mentoring situation here, so the younger RF is, I think, getting some feedback from the coaching staff on who got the goal and or assist. And so they're just looking for numbers to record that scoring situation. 8:44 time of that goal. So goals about a minute apart for Minnetonka to take an early 2-0 lead. Johnson won it softly back to Lewis. Lewis got it over to Bravo, and now back to Kuiper. Kuiper finds Culver on the far side, back to Kuiper. Kuiper feeds up to Bravo. Bravo forced to backhand it, not very deep in, and Johnson and Bravo both there. Battle along the near boards, and Minnetonka wins that. Looks for a centering pass. That's Lewis with a great defensive play. Swats that away, and Bravo picks that up. He's got Johnson to his right. And Bravo dumps it into the far corner. And Minnetonka is able to walk around the back of the net and coming out with speed. There's Lewis again with a great stick, slowing up the entry for Minnetonka. They hit the red line, dump it deep, and they go to work as they're partially changing. Shots on goal right now on the scoreboard showing 5 for Minnetonka and 0 for Shakopee. So we're coming out a little bit flat-footed. We need to find some momentum to get this game back in line. There's Bravo up over the net, off the glass, I'm sorry, and out of the zone. Minnetonka now back on sides, and Shakopee forces it down deep. Puck iced the length of the ice, and there's the delayed whistle. 7:18 time of that icing. We'll have an offensive face-off opportunity coming for your Sabres. Oh, my. Gotta tighten up my screws on my tripod there. Sorry, we're shaky. Erdahl won it over towards Chesbo. Chesbo tried to jump it deep, and my tripod is not working right. So at this next intermission, I'm going to have to tighten up some screws because it's fading there. Got into the feet of... What is going on? There we go. Sorry about the shaky camera situation there. Out of the zone. Flom able to hold it right at the blue line. Erdahl picks it up, skates around, tries to find some room. He now has Esch and Chesbo walking in. Erdahl tried to center over towards Chesbo. The skipper's got a stick on it, and we're able to take that up. Icing down at 6. Okay, there's the delayed whistle. All right. 6:31, icing on Minnetonka. We got Johnson out at center with Giesecke and Lewis up front. I'm sorry, that's not Lewis. That's Bielke up front. Lewis and Bravo back at D. Minnetonka goes to the near boards. Sent in on that. Good leg pad save by Johnson. Pushing that over to the corner. Missed connection. And if we can get going, Bielke might have a breakaway. Minnetonka had one extra stride on him, and he could not close the distance. Held in by Bravo. Bravo throws one towards the net just a little bit wide. No one on the backside to try to punch that in. Giesecke throws it towards the net, picked up by Minnetonka. And now we have a breakaway situation for Minnetonka again. On his backhand, tried to pull it to the forehand and a soft shot. Brody Johnson made an easy save. They're tangled up right out front, Lewis and another player. And now here is the Sabres marching back out with Bravo carrying the puck. Bravo got stripped of the puck. He regained control for a moment, held the zone. And as he's got Culver helping right in front of Little Caesars penalty box. Culver able to dump it deep as Minnetonka was completing their change. And there we have an opportunity for Erdahl. He's on his backhand right now. Tried to just center out. Again, tried to flick it up where Culver was waiting. But Minnetonka got their stick on there and couldn't complete that pass. Flom holds the line for a moment. Now Minnetonka gets it out and chipped up and reversed the other way by Culver was able to get it down there. Erdahl with a quick stride gets in ahead of the Minnetonka player, but he couldn't get his stick down on the puck in time. There's some feet in the lane. That's Lenkeek slowing up the opportunity. And now in offsides, no whistle. Johnson able to send that away. Made the pass over and entered the zone before the puck did. All right, Flom back behind the goal line, sends it up to the near boards, up by where Kuiper is waiting. Minnetonka able to reverse it back down deeper into the zone. Flom's doing a little hip check, and Kuiper picks up the puck. Kuiper finds Erdahl. Erdahl has blue sweaters swarming him. He just dumps it deep and goes for a change as Culver comes in on the right side, hoping to steal that away. Pass up towards the skipper bench, and now carried out. And now picked up by Johnson, fresh on the ice after Erdahl went for the change. Johnson gets a stick on there, upsets the apple cart for a moment, and now Chesbo, they're calling it good. It must have jumped up over the line. And now Minnetonka on a 2-on-0. Soft pass over, and they were able to finish it. Ooh. That's Minnetonka getting number 3 in the back of the net. Time of that goal, 3:26 of this opening period. Sorry. Trying to get the tripod tightened up so the legs don't collapse on us. That's Bravo carrying in. He's coming up on the right. High shot, just up. Maybe a small blocker save by Minnetonka. Chesbo battling in the near corner. And Minnetonka is able to quickly flip it up and out and carried. So just one back with Bravo. Bravo made a turn and Minnetonka came in with some speed. Puck is loose and no designation yet for goal, no goal. All right, the far ref is calling it a goal. All right. I think the tripod should be good now for a little bit. Screws tightened up. We got to give Minnetonka a 4th goal here. All right, 2:52, time of that goal. Puck is dropped at center ice. Hopefully we have no more distractions with the tripod. Minnetonka carries in. Bravo picks it up before it even reaches the net and wraps it around over to his right winger. That's Lewis. He's got the support of Erdahl. Erdahl flips it up and over a couple of sticks. Lewis tries to just bat it ahead. Tied up, and now Erdahl picks it up. He's got Giesecke to his left. Erdahl walking in. He's got some blue sweaters. Oh, great feed over to Giesecke. Just couldn't quite connect and get some solid wood on that. Lewis tried to hold the line, got bumped off the puck by a big number 88 in blue, and Sabres throw that in offsides. Once again, Legally Blonde, the musical, coming to Shakopee High School in 2 weekends. Siblings of some of these players are in that performance. Shot on goal by Johnson, cleaned up by the skipper's goaltender. Just the 2nd recorded shot on goal for the Sabres so far early in this game. Controlled by Johnson. Oh, he looked to center over there where... Oh, Flom tried to step up to hold the line. Lenkeek's got to hustle back. Lenkeek does. He gets his stick on there and controls the puck so that the head skipper can't get a shot on goal. Shot in blocks well out front. And now Lenkeek gets tangled up with a skipper. Flom reverses sides and plays on the far boards. He's got 2 blue sweaters around him, trying to kick the puck loose over to a friendly stick. Lenkeek's back in the play, and the Sabres do come out with the puck. That's Culver up to Johnson. Johnson has a stride. Johnson kind of gets hooked up and tangled up on a skipper stick. Helps the goaltender slow the puck up and make that save. That's Erdahl at the faceoff dot. Gets stuck up in his feet. He had to spin and look for it. He threw it right across the paint. No one's home to deflect that. And now Chesbo got a stick on it, just deflected it a little bit wide from where Lewis could reach it. Sabres quickly get on sides and dump it back down deep. All right, our D keeps pinching in, and that gives opportunities for Minnetonka to come out with an odd man rush. Minnetonka holds the line. Enough traffic in there. Bravo's upsetting the apple cart, not allowing a shot as that player tries to walk in. Erdahl gets his feet in the lane, and now headman pass. That's by Esch. Esch tries to connect with Chesbo. Chesbo's in a foot race, and Minnetonka wins that. Oh, Chesbo almost picked it up as Minnetonka lost his edge. Get a shot on goal. Time expires after the first period. After 1, Minnetonka leads your Sabres 4-0. Shots on goal, 11 for the Skippers, just 3 for the Sabres. 1 minute, we'll be back for second period action here in Shakopee.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro. You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza. All right, just a couple seconds, and we are going to be back underway now for second period action. Minnetonka dug a hole, and the Sabres jumped in, so 4-0 lead for the Skippers. Sabres have to start building a ladder to climb out of this hole. We got Johnson up front at the faceoff dot, Bielke, and that is Giesecke. Giesecke controls walking in. Shot just wide of the net. Bielke there first to pick it up. Centers, and a point-blank shot by Johnson. Goes wide. Out to the line. Flom holds. Flom sends it in. On net. Forced stick save by the Skipper's goaltender. Bielke sends it down deep. Johnson has to dodge the ref in the feet of the goaltender, and their defense just made a darling save, helping out their goaltender. Played it deep. That will be icing. Nope. That was touched by the Sabres goaltender, so icing waved off. Played the wrong side of the red line. Should have been an icing call. Lenkeek and Flom both deep. Plays it up along the near corner. Flom has support from his D partner. That means the whole far side is uncovered. And now picked up, and we have Johnson uses the boards and goes for a race and icing with a weak whistle at 11:52. So the puck going the other direction. Second period action here from Shakopee Ice Rink. Sabres control that back, pushed ahead by, that was Bravo, and Erdahl off to the races. Erdahl, he's got a lead. Oh, got a shot on Skipper's goaltender, able to kick that leg pad out and make that save. Erdahl almost had a second chance opportunity. Culver gets back, throws one towards the net, deflects off somebody's stick into the near corner. Sent out to the point. Bravo has it. Bravo shot in, loose out front, big rebound coming off the goaltender's pads. Culver picks that up first, hits the red line, tries to turn the corner. He's being haggled by a Skipper. Now sends it up towards Erdahl. Erdahl looks to go across ice. He's got Kuiper there. Kuiper settles the puck down, tries to return the favor back to Erdahl, and the Skippers come out of it. As they tangle up, there's multiple blue sweaters down on the ice. Erdahl reads that, sees some openings. Kuiper sends right out, and that I was thinking our zone was that then. We're in the second period. Shot and a beautiful glove by Johnson to hold on to that. Shot in from the blue line, and a second shot, no goal as it went off the crossbar. Goaltender's best friend. Johnson sends that up ahead, still shorthanded for 1:06. He centers one out, kind of loose out front. Oh, Chesbo tried to reach and redirect that back down, but Skippers come out 3 wide. Lenke can Flom back. Flom gets the puck carrier tangled up and regains control of the puck. He sends it up towards the point, but not out. Skippers just dump it back down deep and try to set something up. Lifted backhand well over the net. And puck does come out of the zone, so Skipper's got to hold on to it in neutral ice. They tag up and dump it in. And now on his backhand the whole way, gets a backhand shot out, partially cleared, and now covered by Johnson. We need a whistle. There's the whistle finally. 9:32 stoppage of play. 18 seconds left in the Sabre penalty kill. All right, looks like we're getting a goaltender change. Brody Johnson off. Lincoln Anderson in the white pads on the ice. Erdahl can pick this up, and Erdahl now with a spark needs to settle the puck down. Coming in at a hard angle. Shot, goal for your Sabres. Short-handed goal at 9:23 of the second period. Gets your Sabres on the board. Erdahl, I think all alone at 9:23, short-handed for your Sabres. Erdahl won it back to Bravo. Bravo's stick got tied up immediately. Chuck comes in wide of the net, wrapped all the way around the boards, met with some opposition. Sabres now back at full strength as the penalty on Lewis is expired. Here's Erdahl once again coming in with a head of steam. He's cracked the seal and got one in the back. Let's see if we can keep it going. Sends it over towards Bravo. Bravo, sharp on the goal line, just sends it behind as the Sabres are changing. Johnson meets his match with a blue sweater. Sent in a hard shot right across the goal line. That was by Giesecke. And Minnetonka brings it out. No call. The younger ref was looking at his mentor. The mentor did wave that off as well. Incidental contact, not a trip. And Giesecke now walks in. Giesecke sends one in on net. It's loose right out front. Skipper's able to clear that out of the zone. Or out of the danger, I should say. Bravo sends it back down deep. We got Giesecke and Lewis on the far side. Giesecke jumps it back to Lewis. Lewis puts it right on net. Deflected by Johnson. Just goes wide. Bielke tangling with the skipper. Johnson sends it back down deep. And we look to go to the far side. Lewis hustles over to the boards. He backhands it back down deep again. Sabres trying to find an opportunity to control the puck nicely like this. Lifted up and over. Giesecke had a little opportunity that he walked right out front. Bravo able to hold the zone. Bravo skates around one skipper. Bravo puts one in on net. Big rebound and just off the stick of Johnson. Skipper's now coming the other direction. He puts the brakes on, looks to feed. Lewis gets a stick on there to upset that passing lane. And now that's Giesecke picking up speed behind the net. Gets it over towards Culver. Can't connect with stick to stick. And so Minnetonka is able to slow up the exit. There's Bravo kicking it ahead and now finds a fresh Kuiper who just changed. Kuiper had to settle the puck down, so we didn't get that breakaway like we hoped. Sabres able to get a full change as that puck dies now. Lenkeek fresh on the ice. Wants to go the distance, goes all the way around, deflected up by the Minnetonka stick and held deep in the zone, and now walked in. And there's Flom battling away, tying up the puck shooter, forces it wide, and now out towards Kuiper. Kuiper can't reach it, and here is Erdahl settling the puck down, trying to march in, protecting the puck well. Oh, tried to get over to Culver, sends it to Flom. Flom dumps it down deep in the near corner and wrapped around to the far boards. Flom picks it up. He just keeps it deep. Doesn't pinch too hard to leave any sort of opportunity there. And here's Erdahl stealing the puck away, backhands it towards the net. Culver and Kuiper were both there, unable to make connections. Flom sends it in. Oh, that almost snuck right on through. Hits the post on the outside instead of the inside. Sneaky little goal there. Lenkeek sends one up and right into the basket of the skipper's glove. 5:47 remain in the second period. Chesbo tried to spin and keep it, do a spinning goal, held in and kept by Bravo. Bravo, look to one time it as it came out to him. And Minnetonka 2 on, oh, good pass over. Anderson read that like a book and followed the puck pass and made a quality save. Oh, shot in off the glove of Anderson, so makes the save. Doesn't control it like I think he wanted to. That's Chesbo battling, gets it to Lewis. Lewis has Johnson to his right. Lewis walks in with the puck. He's got 3 blue sweaters. He puts the brakes on, spins, tries to get it over to Johnson. Oh, it just bounced right over Johnson's stick. Bravo slows up the puck. They were trying to just ice it. Bravo sends it right in on net. Big leg pad save. Kicked way aside. Chesbo able to hold his own. Sends it over to Johnson. Johnson gets it right on the stick. Ash! And goal for your Sabres! That's Ash from Johnson at 4:25. And we know Mama Esh loves the light, so let's give that for Liam's goal. 4:25 in the second period. Sabres climb to within 2. All right. Momentum and the ice is tilting. That is Erdahl trying to send it over to Gieske or Bielke. Oh, and just out of the reach of Bielke. Sabres able to hold his own still. Lenkeek dumps it back down deep along the near boards, goes behind the goal line. Gieske is there. He's got 2 blue sweaters, sends it out to Flom. Flom, hard shot, deflected. Oh, just gets deflected wide. Bielke, he's got a blue sweater, falls down, but still maintains some puck presence. There, Minnetonka kind of forcefully clears it out. Flom gets a nice pass up and out. And if we can get going, Gieske has a offsides call. Mentor was standing right there. And Gieske was inside and pulled the puck into the zone, which is considered an offsides. And unlucky for your Sabres. 3:38 remains, second period. Backhanded up, but not deep enough by Lenkeek. Minnetonka is able to grab that. They try to march in. Shot. Anderson with a big save. That might be the save of the game. He followed that the whole way. Minnetonka looked to go right across. And instead, Culver able to try to clean it up and clear it out of the reach of Flom, so he has to skate over, pick that up. He sends it up to Kuiper. Kuiper sends it out of the zone. Look at that, Little Caesar right there in front of the penalty box. We'd love to see a blue sweater in the Little Caesars penalty box. Help change the momentum a little more. Culver tried to skate up and ahead, but got the puck stolen from him, and now Minnetonka marches in. There's some good stick work by Lenkeek. He leaves it for Culver. Picked up. Oh, that was almost a nice feed to Kuiper, but just barely out of his reach. Minnetonka starts carrying it the other way. He's coming in with speed. Flom tangles him up, and Anderson down, and now we have a whistle. 2:29. Anderson followed it the whole way and laid down on his belly and took away any sort of lane for that puck to come in on the ice. Here is forward movement by Chesbo, but picked up now by Minnetonka. Minnetonka looked to backhand. Puck just sitting there. Chesbo helping out Lincoln and clearing that puck out. Now he's looking to march the other way. He gets it to... he tried to feed over to Erdahl. Got dueling games happening here. Bantam B1 just went up 1-0 over Bloomington early in the first period in their game at Big. For those of you multiple team Sabre fans. Bravo sends one in. Oh, loose right up front. Oh, Bravo's had some amazing shots from out at the blue line. Held in by Lewis. Lewis sends it back down deep. Chesbo and Esch left and right of the goal line as Minnetonka loses an edge. He sits right on the puck. Esch tries to hold it in. And Minnetonka able to clear it out. Erdahl gets a stick on there, and now we have Lewis back. Lewis misses a pass, and Minnetonka able to put it on the near side as Anderson was sliding the opposite direction. 59.1 seconds, Minnetonka gets back to a 3-goal lead. All right, fresh 5 for your Sabres now. Minnetonka coming back in. They're trying to do the same plan. He's on his backhand looking for a pass. and sends it out to the point and knocked down by Giesecke and cleared away from the slot by Lenkeek. Still held deep into the zone. Oliver Johnson picks that up. He's trying to pick up some speed. He's on his backhand. Looked for Giesecke. That was out of the zone and tapped back in. So we have an offsides whistle at 32.8 seconds. Johnson at the dot. Got tangled up and then went right between the 2D of Minnetonka. Bielke almost stole it away. Got some assistance by Johnson, and now Johnson marches in with the puck. Short time here, late in the second period. Bounces one in. It's still loose right out front. Sabres need a friendly stick, and there it is. Oh, Bielke almost was able to tap one in on a second chance. 9.9 seconds remain in the second period. Sabres trail by 3 to Minnetonka White. Johnson, Bielke, and Giesecke up front with Lenkeek and Flom back at D. Waiting for the 5th blue sweater. There it is. Johnson tries to send one towards, backhands towards the net. Oh, just out of the reach of Giesecke. He's got to flip one in quick. Oh, big stick save by the Skipper's goaltender. And that's how we'll do it after 2. Minnetonka takes a 3-goal lead into the third. Shots on goal 22 for Minnetonka. Up to 17 now for the Sabres. So that second period, the Sabres really kicked it up a notch. If we can see that again, I think the ice could really tilt in the Sabres fashion. We'll be back right after this.
Little Caesars changed the Hot and Ready Classic and added 33% more pepperoni, which makes it 133% better pizza than before. I don't know, math is hard. It's really good. Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza. You gotta love those pizza commercials at dinner time. If you order now, you could have pizza before the end of the game. Little Caesars Hot and Ready Pizzas, great for carryout or delivery. Order online now and have some pizza. And once again, Legally Blonde, the musical, coming to Shakopee High School. Looks like November 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. This team will be up in Breezy Point for a good chunk of that. But if you're staying home in Shakopee, want to catch a musical with some of these kids' siblings, that's the place to be. Legally Blonde, the musical, Shakopee High School Theater Department. Erdahl managing the puck along the boards well, wraps it right around to Kuiper. Kuiper has a blue sweater on him immediately. Sends out. Lewis able to hold his zone. He looks to send a backhand pass. Bounced off the side of the net. Culver not able to get there to get it up. And now held in the zone by Bravo after it went off of Culver's skate. Kuiper marches over. Kuiper gets not really rung into the boards, but fell into the boards as both of them were putting the brakes on as they came in. Minnetonka spins, turns the other way. Erdahl, stride for stride, keeps up with the skipper. And, almost gave himself a breakaway. Lewis plays it off the boards. Where'd it go? Kuiper able to send it down deep, so some of the Sabres are going for a change as the skippers wrap it around. Skippers are changing as well. Comes off the boards, kind of weird for Culver. Culver throws one up and well over the net as that got deflected up high. Out to the point, Lewis able to hold, and he's got Johnson and Kuiper there. So 3 Sabre sweaters, and Johnson comes in. His stick got tangled up and got sent wide. Culver spins, turns, throws one towards the net, hits a body out front, and now that's Lewis holding the zone for a moment, and we have an upcoming penalty. Tripping on the Sabres puts them back at the penalty kill. Time of that penalty, 11:23. All right, so that's Lewis in the box for 1:30. Lenke gets it up and out of the zone. Icing waved off as that puck died with dirty ice late in the third. Out to the point, but held in. Flom able to hold the blue line. Nope. All right, never mind. I guess it did bounce out. The ref holding the line, hesitant to make any call, so the mentor helped him out again. Blew it offside, so Sabres not able to hold the zone. 1:04 remain in the penalty kill, 10:57 in the game. Erdahl gets tangled up. Flom gets his stick on there, kind of holds it, and now in the feet of, that would be an offsides there if you're going to call it one way. All right, Flom picks it up, meets a blue sweater. He just spins, turns it to some open ice, gets it out of the zone, and they dump it in deep. Lenke goes to work, skating over to that corner. Lenke backhands it up to some friendlies. Esch moves it ahead and gets it out. And he's skating down, trying to catch up to the puck. Minnetonka looking for an outlet pass as they go for a change. Giesecke throws it in offsides as we had at least one Sabre deep in the zone. 10:17 remain in the period. 24 seconds left on the PK for your Sabres. All right, looks like we're changing up. Oh, I guess we're on a penalty kill. Giesecke takes the faceoff. Bravo. Oh, looked to launch it in deep, but instead hits a skipper, and now he's marching in the other way. Kuiper did a great play. The fresh ref wanted to call a trip, was unsure. He put his arm up and down, and finally blew his whistle. So Sabres going on a two-man penalty kill for 9 seconds as we have a tripping call coming on the Sabres on Kuiper. All right, 9 seconds of 3-on-5 hockey, followed by shorthanded for 1:21 after that. One over to the right winger. He drops right back to the D, sends it right in, and Anderson in good position takes one right to the belly and drops down between his legs. Minnetonka's just walking in, loose out front, still loose, and somehow squirted behind the net. So Sabres were able to weather that storm from the skippers. And now that's Giesecke stepping up, able to keep it out of the zone, at least for now. Sabres back to 4 skaters, so we're just a one-man penalty kill. Lewis bounces it up and over and down the length of the ice, and it died before it hit the line, so icing is waved off. That's Lewis battling the puck holder, and Lenke went to kick it up and out, misses, and so Chesbo now forced to wrap it around the near boards. Met first by a skipper, and he sends it back down deep. Picked up by Lenke, sends it wide, and now picked up by Flom. Flom looks like has his head down, looking to skate. Oh, he got stripped of the puck. 14 seconds of a penalty kill remain. Skippers flip that up and out, and now we have a 2-on-1 forming. Skippers march in, shot, and goal. That was right as the penalty expired, so I believe that was a even strength goal for Minnetonka. At 8:29 of the third period, Minnetonka Skippers lead your Shakopee Sabres 6-2. That's Johnson at the faceoff dot. Picks it up and starts marching in himself. Johnson throws one in on net, loose, and now got the mitt on the glove or on the puck to cover it up. 8:21, offensive faceoff opportunity for your Sabres. Out to the point, Flom sends it towards the net, not too hard. Flom able to hold it. Flom gets the wood on it again, and now Skipper's just bat it out of the zone. Bravo first to reach it, hits it right into a Skipper, and they bat it down deep. Centering pass, and a one-time shot. Can't connect by the Skippers, and now Sabres do get the puck moved ahead. That's Culver advancing it to Johnson. Johnson kind of swung and missed at that. Skippers hold it right in front of the Sabre bench. And now a bouncing puck moves up there in front of the Skipper bench. And now they're playing back and forth on the far boards. Oh, goodness. It's like Pong. There we go. That's a great stick by Culver, holding it deep in the zone. He's got Johnson right there. Oh, Johnson tried to tap that in. Giesecke sends it down to Johnson. Johnson floats it right out onto the stick of a Skipper. Flom holds the line, but now the Skippers are able to skate around. And now Flom picks it up, reverses it the other direction. Sabres good at the line, so there's no offside. 7:02 remains in this game. Skipper's able to clear the zone. Bravo, again, all over the ice. Sends it in, but just offsides. Erdahl feeds it over to Esch. Esch gets kind of tied up and slowed up to reach the puck, and Minnetonka advances it. Puck is in the zone, but by inches. There it bounces up, and Lenke tried to softly tap it out. There, the Sabres are able to. Shot towards the net, wide, as Anderson followed that. Esch on the far corner tries to bat it ahead. He does. He finds Erdahl. Erdahl has Chesbo going. Erdahl threw it right onto the skate blade of a Skipper, and Chesbo not able to get there before the Skippers redirect the puck. In offsides at 5:51, we'll have a neutralized faceoff. All right. Well, once again, Cleveland Blonde the Musical coming to Shakopee High School Theater Department, November 20, 21, 22, and 23. Come see some talented young high schoolians put this musical to life. The movie to the musical to real life. Anderson had it covered, no whistle right away, and so Sabres forced to send it around. Here we go. Erdahl has it. He's got one Skipper on him. He's got Chesbo to his right, just out of the reach of Chesbo, and Skippers turn it back the other way. That's Bravo. Bravo's been everywhere today, getting some defense on there. He ties up, and we'll have yet again a Sabre penalty kill as Bravo tied up his man a little too tightly. Oh, they're calling them both. I missed that. Maybe there was a hold and then a trip, or a hook. Not really sure. But okay, not a penalty kill as we had coincidental penalties at 5:06. All right, Lenkeek picks it up from behind the goal line, wraps it around nicely up towards the direction of where Kuiper was. Kuiper's got support from Lewis. Kuiper gets it up and out of the zone. Johnson is there. Johnson gets his skates in the passing lane, redirects that down deep, and Sabres look to go to work in the offensive zone. And that was over. Oh, there's a hook again. This time, Giesecke going to the box. 4:36 for hooking. No ice cream for him. What? Sweet. All right, Lewis looking for some open ice shorthanded. Tried to wrap it up on the near boards. Now finds open ice. Sends it too hard down the length of the ice. Oh, but it's dying with dirty ice. It's not going to make it. Icing waved off. We love dirty ice, I guess. Lewis steps up into the play, steals it away. Can't settle the puck down, but holds the offensive zone shorthanded. Lewis kicks it up to his stick blade. Lewis now on his forehand, just still trying to shag that number 14 off of him. And now comes off the far boards, and Minnetonka's picking up steam. We only have one back, just Kuiper back. We have a centering pass, shot, no goal. Anderson makes the save. Shot up well over the head of Anderson. Wraps around to the point for Minnetonka. They just go cross ice. I think he was trying to connect for some sort of deflection. And now out center and picked up by, that was Kuiper looking to drag it and get it past that winger. Sabres able to successfully kill off that penalty, but there's still two in the box with the coincidentals. Lewis gets it up and out of the zone. Kuiper, extended trip, loses his footing again. Now Lenkeek gets it up but not out. So thrown back down deep again by Minnetonka. Minnetonka's kind of swarming. He took a big slapper and missed everything. And cleaned up on the backside by, that's a 97 in blue. Puts number 7 on the scoreboard for Minnetonka. .226 remain in the game. Just over a minute of ice time, so we're not going to get the full 39 minutes of game time in offsides, as Flom was skating in and left the puck on the wrong side of the law. So we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. All right, icing called with 2:06 remaining in game time. 45 seconds left in ice time.